Hello friends and welcome back to my channel. My name is Chelsea. You know that. I know that. I know that. I do. And today we have yet another Mikayla video because obviously I have to talk about her every single month because I'm an obsessed goblin. It's fascinating to me and I know it's fascinating to you, otherwise you wouldn't be here, okay? I can't remember if I already said the part of my intro where I say I'm just a lady with a bulldog, a camera, and too many opinions, but hey, I have a lot of opinions and a lot of them about Mikayla and really everything in general. So let's go ahead and get into it because we have some updates on her new brand, POV Beauty.
My skin is so inflamed.
Also, hey, don't pay attention to my nails. My new nails come in today and I ran out of them. Don't look at them, okay? They look like chubby little starfish and that's none of my business and it's none of yours. So if you are unaware, Mikayla is an influencer who really got her start on TikTok. She does makeup content and has slowly really branched out to beauty and lifestyle content in general, mainly beauty content, and quite literally got famous for being a real big catfish, in my opinion. I mean, arguably that's true. Today I'm going to be getting ready. If I remember, I'll be putting the products that I use in the description box below. That's if I remember. I probably won't. Why don't I just take my hair down? Hey friends, before we get into this video, or too far into it rather, let's talk about the sponsor of today's video, which is Rocket Money. Y'all know I love Rocket Money. Now you also know, and if you don't, why don't you? I definitely put too much on my plate when it comes to work. Listen, girl, I might only work 3 days a week, a little bit more than that. But not only do I have this channel, but I have my podcast with Sherilyn Dale, the Here for the Clout podcast, and then also limited series podcasts with her as well. For instance, the Elizabeth podcast. As you can imagine, we have a lot of different platforms and services and websites and things that we use for researching certain con artists and things like that and getting real deep on in there. And a lot of these things come with free trials, and sometimes they just don't do it for me and don't really get the job done of what I need it for. And then I just completely forget about it. And then, hey, 3 months have passed and the project's completely over now. And guess what, Chelsea? You forgot. And now you're being charged $40 for this thing that you don't even use and you don't even want. It's a struggle. But the good thing is that Rocket Money can help me there. Prior to Rocket Money, I was spending hours, wasting hours, matter of fact, trying to cancel unwanted subscriptions. But with Rocket Money, they make it super simple and they compile all of your reoccurring subscription charges like that into a list. And that way you can just go through it and cancel those unwanted subscriptions, which is awesome. And also it can help you get your budget right and tight as well, and ultimately save money too. Let me be honest, when I was seeing all of those reoccurring charges and just a full list, I was like, that's not good. I need to reassess some things. Rocket Money has helped its customers save up to $740 a year when utilizing all of their premium features. And they've also helped their customers save over $500 million, $500 million hairs, that's a lot, in canceled subscriptions. So take control of your finances today and go to rocketmoney.com/CCSUAREZ to get started for free. Or you can do what I do and take advantage of their premium plan. That is what I use, and it has helped me save more and spend less. So join me and the 5 million other users using Rocket Money today and go to rocketmoney.com/CCSUAREZ. Now, earlier this year, Mikayla launched her skin prep brand, POV Beauty, lovingly referred to as POS Beauty by my fellow goblins over on the Reddit page r/Mikayla. And how did that launch go, might you ask? I would say it went as successfully as a Jaclyn Hill brand launch. Sorry, girl, but it's true and you know it. Now, obviously, when launching a brand, you're gonna have hiccups here and there. That's inevitable. That's gonna happen. But you would think that the brand owner, which realistically, I'm pretty sure she doesn't even own the majority of the company. I would hope that she does, but she has quite a large financial backing from, which one is it? Imaginary something. I forgot what the full name of the investment firm that is backing her is called. Imaginary Brands? I don't know. Either way, doesn't matter. It's irrelevant right now. But you would think that she would be addressing these things. You'd think. But Mikayla is, in my opinion, someone who literally never addresses anything. I feel like the only thing she has ever addressed in regards to like controversy or her doing something obnoxious and is when she came on the internet and was like, try being an influencer for a day. You can't. I'm in meetings 45 hours a day. I don't know what accent that is, but hey, she doesn't know what accent she's using either. And yes, the accent's fake. We get it. That's the least of my issue with her, okay? Like, honestly, at this point, the fake accent's kind of camp, okay? Really up this eye makeup right now. Before you tell me not to stretch my eye skin, shut up. Thank you very much. But of course, Mikayla has not addressed any of the issues that people have brought up with the brand. And, you know, maybe it's because that would really give it more attention, and maybe she doesn't want attention on the issues that her brand is having, but it is just quite interesting. So let's go over a few of those issues right now. Like we did in the last video, we discussed how she essentially, in my opinion and many opinions of other people on the internet, and just like you can see it with your goddamn eyes, when they released this brand, it seems like, allegedly, it seems like it was an undisclosed pre-sale, which, like, hey, you can't do that. Like, what the fuck are you doing? You can't do that. Like, that's wild. So apparently it was an undisclosed pre-sale, meaning like they were taking orders and didn't have enough product to actually fulfill those orders, which is wild, because do you remember when Mikayla said this about why she doesn't shout out small businesses anymore?
Question is, what happened to reviewing smaller indie brands? So if you're unfamiliar or newer to my page, I used to review indie brands all the time. It was something I absolutely loved to do. I love purchasing from indie brands because a lot of times their products are really fun, unique, different, you know what I mean. So I'm going to try to explain this the best I can. Indie brands are typically made up of like a staff of less than 5 people. Some of them are 1 to 2 people. And when I was making those indie brand review videos, you know, 90 to 100% of the time, the product would sell out. But unfortunately with that, while it's really exciting and exhilarating, there's been a few instances where the indie brand cannot handle the capacity to fulfill all of those orders. There have been cases where I sold out a product and the brand got greedy and put the product back in stock, but it wasn't back in stock, and people ordered it and then waited months to receive it because this indie brand was dishonest and had people buying a product that wasn't even in stock just so they could get all the orders. And those are things that I don't find fair. And it's unfortunate that a few brands have to ruin it for everyone. But there was another instance where an indie brand, again, I almost sold out their entire store, and they could not handle the orders, and a lot of people didn't even get their orders. A lot of people had filed complaints with the bank. A lot of people, and let's just say this company like disappeared off the face of the earth because they couldn't handle the virality. And that's why it's a little bit of a tough. It's tough. That's what I'm trying to say to promote indie brands when I want to do it so badly, but things like that can happen. So if you're an indie brand, let me know your thoughts in the comments. And as for my followers, let me know your thoughts as well, because I love blowing up businesses and changing their lives, but there's that uncertainty there. You know what I mean? So let me know what you think.
So how the turntables. Pretty crazy, honestly. Now on the website, apparently it said something along the lines of like processing time or shipping time or whatever. I'd say like a normal amount of business days, like nothing to, you know, get too upset about, like a week or something. That's okay. So here we have people saying that they didn't receive their order for literally like a month, which is wild. And I'm sure most of those people would not have purchased if they weren't going to receive it for a month. Like taking people's money and not sending anything out for a month is crazy. And then saying that you're going to have, oh, well, you know, we're doing a restock. And it's like, hey, how about instead of promoting a restock, you use the product that you're restocking to send out to other people? Because if not, it's just a vicious cycle of selling out and not being able to fulfill orders. And then people who you still owe product to not getting it. And of course, this is just anecdotal evidence, but we can see here multiple comments saying that they either had to wait so long to get their order, or this one says, I'm missing an item from my order and you guys don't respond back via email. And then another person replying to that said, so was I emailed this and received a response back the same day. It took a few days to investigate, but they resent the item, thank God. And then a bunch of other people were like, me too. And this one, it says, I'm still waiting for my order from launch day. Me too. My order hasn't even shipped and no one is responding to me about when I should expect it. Mine shipped but hasn't been tracked yet, which means that the shipping label was created but hasn't been sent out most likely. And then a bunch of people just saying same. And I guess on this, these people are hilarious. I guess on this post that POV made, it said like, what's your favorite angle or something like that. And people are saying like, my angle is wishing my package would arrive. And POV responded to that one and was like, we appreciate your patience and cannot wait to see your POV. And someone said, thankfully, I'm not the only one waiting. I was like, did I press the wrong button? Someone else said, could we get an update on shipping? I know you guys sent out an email about expediting, which is great and appreciated, but having an idea of the ship date would be awesome. Another person said, my angle is definitely still waiting on my package I paid for 26 days ago. So I'm not laughing because like it is funny. Sorry. This is crazy. Mine is still not shipped. We should have been notified before ordering that our package would not be shipped for over a month. Another person, honestly, mine hasn't either. And I'm trying to get a refund. I still haven't received mine from the first day. That's so crazy. Another person said, so we're just assuming Mikayla is doing this for a money grab, meaning there was no products to be shipped until they paid their distribution team. Wasn't it supposed to ship the 21st? Still haven't shipped. Order from April 3rd. All the excitement gone, to be honest. And POV responded to that and said, thank you so much for your support. And they're just saying it's just a copy and paste thing. I'm still waiting on my order from launch day. Like it's so crazy. So not only are these orders taking a month, a month to even ship, but then, which then after that, it's probably like a week too, but people are receiving orders with not the right items in them or missing items. And that brings us to the next little controversy that has happened where people are receiving a product called Chill It instead of Whip It, which is weird because it's like, I understand your, product timelines and things like that are realistically already decided. Everything is already scheduled and all that. But realistically, how about like we get the launch of the products that you are selling currently like worked out and all that instead of like just going ahead and working on the next product and the next launch. It's really interesting because it's like if y'all really can't keep things on the shelves, like sure, that's great for business, I guess, but shouldn't we like try to fix that? I mean, I don't know. It's just really interesting. Like it kind of reminds me of Skims, which is interesting because Skims has gotten, I believe, their last 2 rounds of funding or investing, whatever, from this same investment firm, the same one that POV Beauty is using. So I just find that interesting. But Skims kind of does like the same thing where, I mean, I haven't seen like as many problems as these people have, but with Skims, like if you try to buy stuff directly from the website, it all sells out so quickly and there's like almost never anything in stock. I feel like that's why typically if I want anything from Skims, which I do, their bras are amazing. Oh my God. The sculpting, I think it's the scoop neck bra. No, it's just the sculpting bra. Amazing. I'll have that shit linked down below. I have it in every color and I have like 3 of the black ones. It's all I wear. It's the best for big booby girls. Anyways, so like if I want something, then I'll just get it from Nordstrom. Because one, I'm not trying to wait so long for shipping. Not that Skims shipping is a long time, but because I can never get like my size or whatever, which is just a medium on the Skims website because that's always sold out. And yes, POV Beauty isn't, sold in retailers yet. I'm sure they're already working on that, but it's just interesting how a lot of these brands that have funding from the same investment firm are like having issues keeping in stock, and I understand that it helps with like the hype of everything and supply and demand and still having that hype of people wanting it and not being able to get it. I understand that, but it's also like at what cost? Mikayla has also said multiple times like, oh, well, now I'm a brand owner. And it's like, well, are you? Because you haven't addressed any of these issues. And I understand, keeping you as the owner of the company and the company itself separated. However, you either are the owner of the company or you aren't. Like, it's still your responsibility to figure out these issues and to actually like fix the problem, take some accountability for it, at least for the love of God, girl, address it, because there are so many of her fans, unfortunately, who feel like they're being scammed and it's so sad.
I finally got my bundle in. I was super pumped. So I'm trying it first thing this morning and I am Confucian. Look at this. So we got Whip It. Don't mind that I tore the box open. But it says Chill It on it. Am I crazy? Or has it always said Chill It and I just was completely oblivious? I am Confucian. Explain.
Now, while Mikayla might not be addressing any of this, it does seem like the POV social media team, at least, is aware of all of this because it seems like they have been deleting comments and then asking people to delete reviews and comments and videos, which is wild. So for instance, this says, why did my comment get deleted regarding the wrong product I received? Sending a different product inside a box with ingredients that can be an issue for customers with allergies, sensitivities, etc. I want other customers to be on alert. Why hide this information and not at least put out a post or an alert to people? And now with one of those reviews or videos, whatever it was that we showed where someone got the wrong product, or multiple of them apparently, POV has been asking them to take down their video, which it's like, excuse me? And I guess the person did take down their video, but then put it back up, which is good. That person doesn't owe them anything. They're not legally obligated to to do anything for them. And I understand like trying to not have something leaked or anything like that, but it's like, hey, that's your own goddamn fault. Oh no, what do you know? It's the consequences of your own actions, girl. So another ridiculous claim that we have seen is, and keep in mind, Mikayla's not making this claim herself, but she's furthering these claims and supporting them, one could say. So people have been commenting and being like, oh my gosh, this has healed or cured or treated or whatever, or like helped my eczema or my acne. Like it's completely healed my skin after like stopping chemo. And it's like, girl, the reason why it looks, or rather appears, one, confirmation bias, but the reason why it seems that way is because you stopped chemo. Like that's pretty drastic. But the thing is that there have been some pretty horrible reviews of POV, and even like Mikayla herself has done videos where she's like, oh my gosh, like it's completely helped my skin so much. And it's like, okay, babe, is it skin prep or is it skincare? Which you could say like, oh, well, it's the same thing. No, it's not, because like skincare typically has like a medicated aspect to it or whatever. And sure, moisturizer you could say is both. Yeah. But people saying that it's like helping with their acne and that it's healing their skin problems is like, that's not it. So another reason why I obviously wouldn't trust anything that Mikayla says in regards to anything, but in regards to her trying to say that like this skincare has like helped her skin or transformed her skin or anything like that, is because she's someone who uses a ton of products in regards to skincare, and she's sponsored by a bunch of these. And I'm not saying like, oh well, because she's sponsored by them she like has to use them. No, that's not the case. And realistically, I don't believe that she does use all these products. Remember that one time where within like 2 months she did like 4 different sponsored posts saying that like, oh, this is my skincare routine. This is my skincare routine. And it's like, girl, it ain't a routine, because yesterday your routine was different. Like, what are you talking about? A review of something, a comprehensive review of a routine or a product or something like that you have to use over a prolonged period of time, like 3 or 4 weeks, to see if it actually like makes a difference. The results of that would be completely invalid if you're using another product in there. Like for instance, this girl who gave a review saying that like, no, this is my skin, even said, she's like, the only thing that I've done different is used POV Beauty.
The only thing I have changed in my skincare routine is POV Beauty. And like, I'm even wearing this right now, and I have breakouts around my lips. Even if you go watch like my other videos using this same filter over the last week to 2 weeks, my skin does not look like this. My skin is so inflamed, so irritated, and it just like, it's so frustrating. My skin has been so clear for the longest time now, and it takes a lot. Like I use actual prescription creams and stuff on my face from a dermatologist, but these breakouts literally just happened in the last week. And it's frustrating to me because I ordered these products so that I could take them on my trip to Cabo. I even have a video after ordering saying that I wanted these for my trip to Cabo just so that my makeup would lay perfectly, because it does. Like I truly do love the products. But now I'm going to Cabo a week from today, and I'm dealing with irritated, burning, inflamed skin a week before my trip. I have not changed anything other than using this product. So I don't like putting people down, companies down. Like I'm super supportive of, you know, everything and everyone. And like, I never have anything negative to say other than AT&T last week. But my only conclusion can be that POV Beauty is doing this to my skin. Like, it's so irritated right now. Like it burns.
I got my POV, my point of view order from Mikayla. Finally, after a month. I don't think I'm going to post my review video because I don't know, my makeup didn't look any different than when I used my other stuff. I'll insert a video that I took after I did my makeup to show you. Hold on. As you can see from the video, my skin doesn't look any better. I mean, it looks the same. I don't know. Maybe I just did it wrong, but I followed the directions. I did everything in order. I did my makeup like I always do, and I don't know. I don't know. For me, it wasn't no different than, you know, using my normal moisturizer and my normal e.l.f. primer. And I'm not like, this isn't like a I hate it video, because I'm not speaking negatively at all, just for me personally. It's not anything special, really. I don't know. Take that how you will. I can post it. I guess I could post a video. It's 9 minutes and 55 seconds long, so I'll probably have to like do another video that's way shorter of me using it. But I don't know. I've already wiped off my makeup, so this isn't it. This is just my face. But I didn't really notice a difference.
This is what happens when you are following the advice, like regarding like skincare, following the advice of someone like Mikayla Naguera, opposed to like, she's a caricature. She's an entertainer, right? And if you just see her as that, then like, okay, I can let like half of the obnoxious things that she does go. Okay. However, when you're actually like selling a product and stuff, or promoting a product or reviewing something, that's different. And I don't like it. But you know who's great to follow in regards to skincare? First of all, my girl Fitty Nails on Instagram. I love her so much. Her and I send reels about birds back and forth, just like dumbass birds, because birds are so stupid. They're actually really smart, but like, you know, they be like stomping around. It's just my favorite. Here's an example of one of the last ones that we sent back and forth to each other. It's my favorite.
You're not coming over here. You're not. Don't do it. Bentley, watch out. I gotta put my feet up. Hey, get out of here! Ah! Well, stop! Why do you want to fight? Why do you want to? Why do you want to fight tonight? Hey, I brought you home toys and a skateboard. Hey, quit, Preston, no. What? Hey, you're acting like a cracked chicken. You're acting like a. I'm not running from you. You're acting like a cracked chicken.
So she's amazing. Oh my God, I found my sponge, my dirty ass sponge. Don't judge me for my dirty sponge. But then also James Welsh is the best. Love him so much. He gets so comprehensive. He's so smart. He's so beautiful. And no bullshit, which we love. Now, a lot of people have been saying that, and I'll try to find comments where it's, you know, people are alleging this, but a lot of people have been saying that POV is basically just private labeled or white labeled bull. And private labeling, white labeling, obviously that's a little bit different. We went over it in a recent video, but I'll have it up on the screen, the difference. But one of them is you're basically just buying a bunch of in bulk and slapping your name on it, and you're not customizing it in any way, and it's made by someone else. And then the other one, I can't remember which is which right now, but the other one is when you are able to customize it a bit, like you have different options for stuff, and you're still like not manufacturing it or whatever, like another place is doing it. So for instance, there's a manufacturer called Seed Beauty. I don't know if they still do it, but they used to do everything for ColourPop and for Kylie Cosmetics. Kylie Cosmetics might not use that anymore, but back in the day, basically. And I love ColourPop. Like these, look how used and abused this is. Like, call the police. This is ridiculous. Girl, we hit and pan. We are assaulting that pan. Not the DB jokes, what? But my point is that I love ColourPop and it's affordable. And there's a lot of skincare out there that is affordable as well. For instance, here's even a video. I actually love this video. This person is like so comprehensive and just so detailed in what they were talking about. They were comparing one of Mikayla's products, I believe it was Drip It, to a product that was very similar by Maybelline.
Do they do the same thing? Let's find out. This is Maybelline's first foray into dancing and towing the line between skincare and makeup. Both of these products are designed to be a serum. Both of these products are designed to have grip. This is more so for glow, but even if you look at the bulk of the Maybelline, you're seeing what looks to be like a gentle pearl. That pearl is telling me there's a glow story to this Maybelline also. Mikayla's line, this is a glassy serum. Texturally and sensorially, that's what I want to focus on today. Let's throw down Drip It. This is a fun technique. I know influencers do it to be clickbaity, but as a product developer, you're doing it to understand the viscosity, the thickness of the bulk. You want to do a like-as comparison. So if this is filled, I want to make sure she's filled. This is not like-as to like-as. This is the vial. She's full. You can even see how Maybelline's is actually gently dancing out of the vial. Here we go. It's definitely thinner. We use the same amount of product. Now I'm doing a sensorial swipe. They feel very similar, but what's really interesting, Maybelline feels incredible as it lays down on the skin. As that Maybelline lays down, it transitions to a definitive tack. That's really cool. POV goes to a little bit of a gentle tack. This is smoother, go way grippier in Maybelline. I'm not mad at this for $13.99. And I know this grippy serum is going to hold makeup way better. But Mikayla Mikayla is giving you another product, if you remember, after Drip It to give you that tap. If I layered Glaze It on top of Drip It, I'd have this similar level of glow. Now that I'm interacting, because it was my first time trying Grippy Serum, technically speaking, it would be like taking Drip It and Glaze It. So let's see if I add Glaze It, if it's going to add that same level of tap. This is a lot thicker Glaze It. It's kind of the opposite of what's happening with Maybelline. Maybelline starts out really thin and goes thick and then grips. With Glaze It, she started out thick, then she breaks to this really light, gentle, smoothing tap. Sensorially, Mikayla's feels more sophisticated. However, that doesn't mean that Maybelline isn't sophisticated, because you're getting a transition. Number one reason to go for the Maybelline is because you're getting so many different styles of product in one on a budget, and it's still going to perform for you. You should go for Mikayla's line if your focus is way more skincare oriented, way more efficacious levels of hydration, skincare inside POV. Maybelline hybridized these two style of products into one at a $14 price point. I did not expect that.
I personally love Maybelline. Like, I've used a lot of people will always ask me, obviously I've been using Typology Gifted, not sponsored on this video. Hey, maybe, probably not. This video is probably sponsored by someone else, but I've loved Typology so much. I've used them for like the last 6 months, and it's just awesome. And it's tinted skincare, not makeup, but tinted skincare. It's amazing. It's from France. Then Maybelline as well. I've used Maybelline, technically almost all drugstore products for like the past like 5-6 years. And it's my favorite. Just so easy to travel with and just cheaper, and I can still slay. Okay. Isn't that just part of getting older, you know? Realizing that you don't need 47 makeup palettes? The overconsumption? Disgusting. No, thank you. Now, I don't necessarily think that it is white labeling or private labeling. I'm not sure, but I do think that what they need to, get right with is with their distributor, with their manufacturer. And if Mikayla's going to be cosplaying as a CEO and as a business owner rather than just like the filtered face of the company, she really needs to get her shit together and make sure that her customers are happy. And I don't know if she's just ignoring it because like she's going through a lot currently, with her husband coming back from rehab, but a girl, get it together. Or like, hey, hire someone who can do a better job than you. Because I honestly hope that she is not like the actual CEO of the company, because girl, you don't know anything about being a CEO. That's why a lot of times companies and brands will literally, instead of like the face of the company, will hire an actual like CEO to do the business instead of this idiot influencer, Not saying she's an idiot, but if you were ever wondering the difference between these two, because they are different. My husband doesn't think so. Obviously, this one's a little bit more pinky and this one's a little bit more clay. And they're from Maybelline. This one is Amazonian and this one is Seductress. Seductress is like my perfect nude. Apparently, your like perfect nude is just to like match your nipples. I wish this was the color of my nipples. Now, y'all are going to be wondering what color my nipples are. So that's fun. So all in all, the thing that really sucks about POV, like not having great reviews or rather great customer service, is the fact that like it's her fans who are buying this, and that's sad for them. Those are the last people you want to piss off, is your own fan base. Apparently POV is going to be launching actual makeup as well, which I do find interesting. Listen, if they send any to Robert Welsh, which I think they tried to send him PR for, I can't remember what he told me, but I don't know, girl, we don't talk about that. We talk about creepy Victorian ghost children, okay? I can't remember what it was. It's like, I'm pretty sure he told me that they reached out like for his PO box information. I can't remember though. But if they do send him anything for like the makeup launch and stuff, that is someone I trust to review because like it doesn't matter if he loves the company who makes it whatever or like a previous thing they've done, he's gonna speak his mind, and I love that about him. Obviously that's how anyone who reviews products should be, but that's not always the case now, is it? Am I just not gonna do my hair? I don't think I am. I also think I'm gonna go shorter with my hair because we're kind of like at like an awkward length right now where it's like flipping, so I think I'm gonna go like up to here. I'm not sure. Let me know. Oh, what do you think? I need my forking nails to come so I don't have just starfish nubs. Do y'all remember when we used to spray hairspray on our face to set our makeup? Do you remember that? 2006 was a wild time. Hate to tell you this, but I think this is as good as it's gonna get. So if you like these videos, thanks, love you, and appreciate you. And if you are subscribed, your butt. Has anyone told you how good it looks lately? Because, calm down. Please calm down. Delicious. And if you're not subscribed, you're dead to me. And I hope you get a cold sore and kick rocks with open-toed shoes. I'll take that back if you just subscribe. No big deal. Just subscribe, okay? We're almost at 180,000 subscribers, I think, which you wouldn't be able to tell by the views on my last 2 videos. Yikes. Anyways, go give those a little watch, a little look. See, one of them is about Elon Musk and how he's just a menace to society in general. You might learn something. Who knows? If you want to see some truly silly comments, come back to this video in a few days from when it's posted, and you'll see a lot of pick-me's, let me tell you, and people being like, you're just so jealous. Jealous of what? I'm not jealous of Mikayla. I don't want to sell my soul. No, thank you. No, thank you. So I hope you have a great day, night, weekend, whenever you're watching this, and I love you. I don't, do I? Who knows? Anyways, goodbye.